Law is mind without reason. Aristotle. Misfortune shows those who are not really friends. Aristotle. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Aristotle. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Aristotle. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. Aristotle. A friend is a second self. Aristotle. He who is unable to live in society, or has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be a beast. Aristotle. Hope is a waking dream. Aristotle. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. Aristotle. All virtue is summed up in dealing justly. Aristotle. Liars, when they speak the truth, are not believed. Aristotle. A likely impossibility is always preferable to an unconvincing possibility. Aristotle. A whole is that which has beginning, middle, and end. Aristotle. Humor is the only test of gravity, and gravity of humor for a subject which will not bear raillery is suspicious, and a jest which will not bear serious examination is falsehood. One swallow does not make a summer. Aristotle. It is easy to fly into a passion. Anybody can do that. But to be angry with the right person, and at the right time, and with the right object, and in the right way, that is not easy. And it is not everyone who can do it. Aristotle. It is well to be up before daybreak, for such habits contribute to health, wealth, and wisdom. Aristotle. The best friend is the man who, in wishing me well, wishes it for my sake. Aristotle. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is slow ripening fruit. Aristotle. Happiness is a state of activity. Aristotle. Men acquire a particular quality by constantly acting a particular way. They'll become just by performing just actions, by performing temperate actions, brave by performing brave actions. Aristotle. Nature does nothing uselessly. Aristotle. The true end of tragedy is to purify the passions. Aristotle. To Thales the primary question was not what do we know, but how do we know it. Aristotle. To perceive is to suffer. Aristotle. Probable impossibilities are to be preferred to improbable possibilities. Aristotle. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. Aristotle. All page absorb and degrade the mind. Aristotle. The basis of a democratic state is liberty. Aristotle. Consider pleasures as they depart, not as they come. Aristotle. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Aristotle. It is simplicity that makes the uneducated more effective and the educated when addressing popular audiences. Aristotle. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Aristotle. Change in all things is sweet. Aristotle. It is in justice that the ordering of society is centered. Aristotle. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only give them life, those the art of living well. Well begun is half done. Aristotle. Dignity consists not in possessing honors, but in the consciousness that we deserve them. Aristotle. Education is the best provision for old age. Aristotle. A flatterer is a friend who is your inferior, or pretends to be so. Aristotle. A great city is not to be confounded with a populous one. Aristotle. The best political community is formed by citizens of the middle class. Aristotle. The ridiculous is produced by any defect that is unattended by pain or fatal consequences. Aristotle. You haven't subscribed to Inspirational quotes yet. What are you waiting for?